I grew up in Southern Oregon, in the Rogue River Valley, on a small ranch, very involved with 4-H. And my senior year of high school, I ended up having the champion Angus steer. As part of that, I was offered a scholarship, so I went to Fresno State. After a year, I decided I needed more of an ag business management orientation, so Oregon State was a good choice to do that.
I came to be at Oregon State because Oregon State offered me a scholarship. So I was valedictorian of my class. It was a small high school, but I really had worked hard and wanted to go to college. I was going to be the first one in my family, and I was thrilled that Oregon State came through with a scholarship. Without that, I wouldn't have gone to college at all.
We both got involved in student activities. Our junior year, Judith ran and was elected as president of Mortar Board, and I was elected president of the senior class. And so we got to know each other initially that way, but then we connected in a fateful football afternoon.
I was a very good student, but I was on a scholarship and I needed to continue to be a good student. And I loved football, so I missed no games, but I had this project due. And so it was big football game, beautiful day, and I had to do my research. So I was at the library and I heard this voice say, "What are you doing here?" And I looked up and it was Jim. And it was kind of the same story. He had something due and he hadn't been able to get to it ahead of time. And so a couple days later, I got a call from him asking if I'd like to go for coffee. And so we met for coffee and enjoyed it. And Maria Callas was coming to town. And Jim invited me to go, and I was thrilled. But I'd pulled an all-nighter the night before, so I went, but apparently I wasn't totally focused on the concert because I fell asleep. And he called a day or two later to ask me to go on another, and that was it. We just really became a couple.
It just felt so natural to go ahead and got pinned in February and engaged in May and married in July. We didn't let any grass grow under our feet. One of the things about being senior class president was that you're involved in reunions. So we did that in spades. Judith was involved on the Council of Regents. We kind of started the volunteering as undergraduates, and then that just was natural to carry on when we came back to Oregon State on the faculty there, and then later on the Alumni Association, and then as foundation trustees. When we were asked to join the trustees, Ed had been there about a year. He said, "We need to conduct Oregon State's first campus-wide capital campaign," and set some ambitious goals. We thought, wow, never heard anything like this before.
It was very interesting how it focused in more on earning and how people were just saying they hadn't donated because they'd never been asked. And it was fun to be one of the ones who were giving and sort of be leading in that respect to try to encourage them to follow suit. People were thrilled to be asked and to contribute and to help the cause. And so once the ask was put out, the money started really coming in.
By bringing people in who had experience in this area and invite people to invest, it made all the difference in the world. The faculty, staff were just first-class people. The volunteers, our fellow trustees, so forth, just classy folks, every one of them, and delight to work with, and so selfless and very familial. It was one of the favorite periods of our lives, really, was the time we were foundation trustees.
Jim and I both loved Oregon State, and we really thanked Oregon State not only for our education and our careers, but really for one another, because that's where we came together and that's where we decided to make it a lifetime commitment. We owe a lot to Oregon State, and we were thrilled to be able to give back, to help. We still feel that way.
Judith and I both feel investments we made are just utilized so effectively at Oregon State, and the gifts that have been made in the last few years is very impressive and satisfying to see that continue on. And we just need to keep building on the successes we've had. We're humbled and honored to receive this award. It'll always mean a lot to us, and we appreciate all the people that have made it possible.